Snow White is a famous fictional character who appeared in the story Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, one of the folk tales collected by the Brothers Grimm in Germany. The story is part of European folklore and is one of the most famous classic tales passed down through generations. Here's a summary of the well-known story. The story of Snow White. At the beginning, there was a beautiful princess named Snow White, known for her skin as white as snow, her dark black hair, and her red lips. After her mother passed away, her father, the king, married a new woman, the evil queen, who was extremely jealous of Snow White's beauty. The evil queen, the queen, possessed a magic mirror that she asked every day, "Who is the fairest in the land?" The mirror would reply, "You are the fairest, my queen." But as time passed, Snow White grew up and became more beautiful, and one day, the mirror answered, "Snow White is the fairest." The attempt to kill Snow White, the evil queen, was furious and decided to get rid of Snow White. She ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. However, the huntsman could not bring himself to kill her due to her beauty and innocence, and he let her escape into the woods. Meeting the seven dwarfs while wandering in the forest, Snow White found a small house inhabited by seven dwarfs. When the dwarfs returned home, they were surprised to find her there, but she told them her story and asked for refuge. The dwarfs welcomed her and asked her to stay with them in exchange for helping with household chores. The evil queen's attempt began when the queen discovered that Snow White was still alive. She tried to kill her 3 times. On the 3rd attempt, the queen disguised herself as an old peddler and offered Snow White a poison apple. When Snow White ate the apple, she fell into a deep coma that made it seem as if she had died. The end. When the dwarfs found her, they were very sad and decided to place her in a glass coffin in the forest. After a while, a prince from a neighboring kingdom passed by and fell in love with Snow White at first sight. After he kissed her, Snow White awoke from her coma, breaking the spell. The prince married Snow White, and they lived happily ever after, while the evil queen met her end. Symbols of the story: the magic mirror represents vanity and obsession with external beauty. The seven dwarfs symbolize simple living and innocence. The poisoned apple, a symbol of deceit and betrayal. The story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs reflects many values and concepts such as good versus evil, inner beauty versus outer beauty, and the importance of love and friendship in facing challenges.